Hi, this is Patty Galbraith from Galbraith Counseling, and I just wanted to speak to you for just a few minutes. I know everybody probably is struggling if they're still at home and not going anywhere because of the virus, the pandemic virus, and so even at home, and as you go back to some kind of a life that looked a little bit like it did before, know that it can never look like it did before this whole thing happened, because that has left, and now this is this new life that you're living, and how you live it, that's up to you. So I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about setting boundaries. Now, even as you're at home, you can set boundaries, but I want to talk to you more about not just the physical boundaries, but boundaries that we have with people, boundaries that we have with things that we need to set really good boundaries with. So I'm going to use my hula hoop. If anybody has ever worked with me, you know I like using my hula hoop. I'm very much a visual person, and for me, looking at things that are visual helps me a lot. So this is my hula hoop, and I'm going to put it on. Don't worry, you're not going to see me exercise. So with a hula hoop, this represents my boundary, where I'm going to, let me back up a little bit. So this is my boundary of, this is my safe area. Oh my goodness, I hear that little ball rolling around in there. So no one comes inside my hula hoop. This is my safe space. That means no one, no matter how much they complain, no matter how much they whine, no matter how much compassionate heart you have, this is your area. The problem, and I want to say this because we're going to use this, everybody has a hula hoop. The problem is when we have this compassionate heart, because that's usually what gets us in trouble, which is a great trait to have. Don't get me wrong, it's a wonderful trait to have. The problem is when we feel so bad for them and we just want to help them, that we allow them, now we just kind of use this and we're like, come on inside my hula hoop, I'll take care of you, I'll make it all safe. Which sounds really good, and they're very grateful for that, but the problem is they never leave. Or if they do leave, it's going to be a struggle, and who knows how the friendship or the relationship is going to end as you try to get them out of your hula hoop. Your hula hoop is your own hula hoop. Remember, everybody else has a hula hoop. So if we're going to honor our hula hoop, we have to honor everybody else's hula hoop. That means you're not going to ask to crawl inside someone else's hula hoop. You're going to honor their hula hoop. And as you set your boundaries, as you honor this boundary that you have set, you are now honoring yourself, and people will start honoring you. The only people who don't like boundaries are the people who have ignored your boundaries, who have walked over your boundaries, who have even gotten inside your hula hoop, who didn't even ask to come inside, who just crawled in and got in your face and never left. And they use things like, oh, you know what, can you just help me out for this time being? Or can you just, you know how I feel, can you meet me? Like, I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but I just need someone to talk to. And that way, you know, if you want to, that's one thing. But the problem is if you don't want to, and you have now let them inside your hula hoop, chances are you're going to have resentment towards yourself. And the relationship's not going to do very well. And believe me, your self-love, your self-compassion, your self-worth, your self-esteem, all those self-things, they are probably going to decrease. They're probably going to tank. So just remember, this is so important. Even when you are stuck at home with other people, it's important to have this hula hoop. It's important to have your private time, your private area. I used to know somebody who they did PPT, which is personal private time, and that's really important. Even in couplehood, it's important. That is saying, I'm going to take 1 or 2 hours. I'm going outside. I'm going in my room to listen to music. I'm going in the basement. I'm going to sew. Whatever it is, cook. That's my personal private time. I need that alone. Know that I'm safe, but I just need that so I can like recharge my batteries inside. So that is setting boundaries too. So I want you to look at too with this, with the boundary. What would you allow in here? Well, self-care would be one of the things that I would allow inside my hula hoop. That's important. I probably would also put inside my hula hoop serenity, peace, love. I would probably put in something that gives me value. Maybe it would be art. I would put that in my hula hoop. That's stuff that I want to hold very close to me. I might want to value friendship, but still my friends don't go in my hula hoop. I value the community. I value the friendship. Maybe you're in recovery, sobriety. Sobriety would go in the hula hoop. People who use, guess what? They're outside on this hula hoop. They don't get to come into your private space. Chaos. Chaos is out here too. It doesn't get to come in here. This you have to guard. Your hula hoop is really your sanctuary. So maybe happiness would be another one. Maybe spirituality would be another one that you would keep in here. So just think of this, your hula hoop. See the hula hoop? This is your space. This is your sanctuary. This is where you feel peace and calmness. All right, I hope this helped. You might not ever look at a hula hoop the same way, but like I said, I'm a visual person and I like using this hula hoop because it gives you space. Space that this is my space. And so we don't want a lot of people inside this space because it's not that big and it will get very crowded and you'll get very overwhelmed very, very quickly. So I hope this helped. Stay well and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye.